All right, so now we're gonna do some desserts.
Yay! My favorite part.
And this, this is also another recipe that you can change up however you want to, use what you want.
Okay.
I scratch make a lot of my stuff, but you can absolutely buy a box cake mix, and that's what I did last night. So I just pre-made little cupcakes, just went by the directions on the box. The only thing I will tell you is anytime you make a store-bought cake mix, it'll call for 3 eggs or whatever it is. Always do whatever they say and then add 1 more egg yolk to it, because it's going to give it more moisture in there, and then you're going to get that bakery type of sponge in your cake, which is fantastic.
Tip.
Right,
like
there's a tip,
right?
So this is just a spice cake. We are going to make churro cupcakes today.
Churro cupcakes, okay.
So a nice warm spice in there kind of gives it that nice cinnamony flavor that you want. So, but you could, like I said, you could use a white cake mix and add a little cinnamon in there if you wanted to, or just use a plain white cake mix, no big deal. To turn these from just a plain cupcake into a more Cinco de Mayo inspired churro cupcake, we're gonna go through a couple of steps. One is we're gonna take butter, and I use unsalted butter, and I just threw it in the microwave and melted it down.
Yeah.
So it's a liquid. And then we're gonna make just a normal sugar cinnamon mix.
Okay.
So we're gonna just take some white granulated sugar.
Let me guess, cinnamon is mixed.
Cinnamon is mixed. Then we're gonna take a little bit of cinnamon. And you can eyeball it if you like it.
I was just about to say, notice how she's not measuring.
Right. So you wanna have 2 parts or 3 parts sugar to 1 part cinnamon, because cinnamon's a very strong spice.
So that means more sugar.
More sugar, less cinnamon. And then you can kind of just eyeball it by color. So I mix it all in, and I want it to be just like a nice brown
like
color.
My color?
Yes, just like that. I want it to be like Rika's beautiful skin.
Yay.
So that looks pretty good to me. Like I said, if you want it a little, a little spicier, a little warmer, you can absolutely add more cinnamon in there if you want to.
Okay.
So now what we're gonna do to make the cinnamon stick is you're gonna take the cupcake, hold it, turn it upside down, dip it in the butter, shake
the
that
butter,
off.
I mean, obviously that makes
So
it
we got that
taste
over
so
here.
good.
And then we're gonna just dab it.
Oh, you mean?
Right? Dab it into here, and then we have a nice coated top. We're gonna set those aside. And I'll let you go ahead and do a couple of those.
All right.
And we'll just do probably 2 of them, and then we'll frost and then we'll, there we go.
Dab,
and then you dab.
So why do you think you like making meals more than dessert? Because I would think that dessert was the best.
Right, desserts are fun to make, but people only eat a little bit of dessert, right?
Yeah.
But people will eat more of nice food, and so you can make a variety, and people can eat more of that than they can of dessert, right?
Yeah.
And not everybody loves dessert. Some people just don't have a sweet tooth, and so then you lose those ones, and that's not good. So we talked about before when we did the avocado in the guacamole that we just put it in a Ziploc bag. I use pastry bags for most of the stuff because I do cake decorating, so I have these handy. And then I just have a little tip, and you can have any design you want. But a lot of people don't have these in their house, right? No big deal, you don't need one. You can do this with frosting as well. So I've taken some frosting and just literally put it in a Ziploc bag like this. Now with the frosting, I make my own buttercream at home, and I just made a vanilla buttercream with cinnamon in there, so it gave it that nice warm flavor. You can go to the store and buy a can of vanilla frosting or whatever flavor you want. Mix in any spices you want to that flavor and make it your own. No big deal. You absolutely don't have to know how to make your own for that. That's no big deal. So for you, in the drawer right next to you, there's scissors in there.
Yeah, look, everything is so organized.
Right?
I love it.
So when we do this, we want to make sure that we get our frosting down into the corner.
Okay.
So we're just going to take it and move it down in here, so that you have a nice hand grip. I like to take all the air out of here, and there's a little bit of air left in there, so that you can get around that. And on this one, you're just literally gonna snip right there in the corner.
How long would you say does it take you to make the frosting?
It's pretty fast.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, if you have the ingredients to do it, which is just mainly butter and powdered sugar and some flavoring. No big deal. All right, so you're gonna take 2 cupcakes. So I'll take 2 cupcakes. And basically with these, because we already have the cake itself, we also have the butter, the cinnamon, the sugar, this is just kind of a nice little topping to put on there.
Okay, like a decoration.
So I always twist my bag, like you've got basically, you don't have a whole lot of room in there to do that, but I hold it in between my thumb and my forefinger in my palm so that I can use all of my, right here, because if you're trying to hold it up here, you're gonna squeeze stuff up. This gives you more control to be able to do what you want. Okay. So I will pick my cupcake up and I'm gonna decide if I want one just glob in the middle, because sometimes you do that, or if you wanna do a swirl, I'll do one of each and then you can do one of each, however you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch you.
It doesn't make any difference. So
monkey see, monkey do.
Right, so I'm gonna do a swirl. So I'm gonna start with my hand turned to the side and my bag facing towards me.
Okay.
And I'm going to just run it around the side here and come up to the top.
Alrighty.
Okay. So, and that way this hand, turn it like this. So that way you can have a full motion to turn around. And then go ahead and just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. There you go. Perfect. And then come up to the top of it, right there. Yep, you're fine.
It wants to come off.
Right? There you go. It'll work.
There we go.
Right?
Like a sombrero.
It'll work. It just looks like a little bit of a sombrero.
It does.
And just find a nice, pretty plate to display them on.
Look how pretty.
Right? And you can just put these on here. Beautiful. There you go. And we are finished.
Yay! Well, thank you, Jen.
Absolutely.
This was fun.
I love it. We'll do it again.
Yeah, we have to,
I
right?
think so. I think
so. Next time, barbecue.
Barbecue.
Gotta make something
Memorial
for
Day.
Memorial
Right? There we go.
Yay.
We got it. That sounds good. Hope you guys are going to join us because we had a lot of fun. If you have questions, let us know. We're happy to answer any questions or suggestions like we talked about. Suggest something and we'll put it together for you.
And follow Jen on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Jen Little 76.
All right, and I am Just Me Rika. That's R-E-K-A.